Madam von der Leyen, you ought to leave. You have been accompanying the genocide in Gaza by your cowardness and inaction. Tens of thousands of civilians and children have been left to die under Israeli bombs. You still refuse to stop trade relations with Israel and to introduce an arms embargo when we're looking at the 19th package of sanctions against Russia. Given those numbers, how can you look at an entire people being decimated, children starving? Madam von der Leyen, you should leave. You've capitulated to Donald Trump, not just by supporting his neo-colonialist plan for Gaza, but also by giving way on all of the economic demands of Europe to benefit the US. It's been a one-way street against democracy, the vassalization of the EU and accepting the fascisation of Europe. You should leave, Madam von der Leyen. You've acted against democracy with this Mercosur free trade agreement, disregarding national votes in parliaments and the unity of the member states. You're killing off our agriculture. You're poisoning with dangerous pesticides and destroying the planet. Madam von der Leyen, you should leave. Because it's a fact. For a year now, we've seen your administration looking solely at economic governance, looking at large corporations who are responsible for human rights violations, and yet you don't do anything about it. Reorientate this. We see people who are losing their jobs, who can't pay their bills, the destruction of public services under your budgetary austerity. You can find money, however, for assault tanks, but not for hospitals. Madam von der Leyen, 60% of Europeans would like to see you leave office. You ought to leave. This motion of no confidence is also a moment for political clarity between those who want to pursue your deleterious policies to benefit a small number of people and those who are fighting the fight against you. To colleagues in the Greens and the Socialists in this chamber, what have you won in this single year of Ms von der Leyen's administration if it's not just complicity with genocide and the forcing through of free trade agreements against our will? Madam von der Leyen, you should leave. Colleagues, it's time to choose.